This is the Indonesia Channel.
Coming up in today's Indonesia, President-elect Joko Widodo appointed a transition house. Our Business Watch profiles Ismaya Group, a restaurant business going global. Colorful minimalism, a new trend in Indonesian fashion. Halo, selamat berjumpa lagi. Welcome to today's Indonesia from Jakarta. I am Luisa Kusnandar. A boat taking tourists to world-famous Komodo Island capsized. 2 people remain missing. The vessel was traveling from Lombok to Komodo Saturday, carrying 20 passengers and 5 crew members. Authorities say all foreigners are rescued, leaving 2 Indonesians missing. Rescued foreigners are from New Zealand, Britain, Spain, the Netherlands, Germany, and France. The search continued throughout Monday. The American couple arrested in Bali for the murder of a wealthy Chicago woman could face execution. Heather Mack and boyfriend Tommy Schaefer were arrested August 13 after police discovered the body of 62-year-old Sheila von Weiss Mack. She was found stuffed in a suitcase and abandoned in the trunk of a taxi waiting at a luxury hotel in Nusa Dua. If the murder was premeditated, the suspect could receive the death penalty. The transition plans of President-elect Joko Widodo is moving forward ahead of an expected court ruling on his election this Friday. A headquarters has now been chosen for his transition team. The Indonesia Channel's Prisma Kinanti has the details.
President-elect Joko Widodo chose a house in Jakarta as his transition office earlier this month. It will be the headquarters of Jokowi's transition team, which is responsible for preparing programs for implementing his vision and mission, as well as his campaign promises. The last 3 presidents formed similar advisory groups, but this is the first time a president-elect has made his advisory team public. Jokowi's transition team is led by Rini Mariani Sumarno with 4 other deputies, Andi Wijayanto, Hasto Kristianto, Anies Baswedan, and Akbar Faisal. He denied allegations that members of the team are mainly from his Indonesian Democratic Party of Struggle or PDIP, citing Rini Mariani and Andi Wijayanto as examples. Rini was Minister for Industry and Trade under former President Megawati Sukarno Putri, who is currently the chairperson of PDIP. Andi Wijayanto is a defense expert at the University of Indonesia, and Hasto Kristianto is PDIP Vice Secretary General. While Akbar Faisal was the Jokowi Kala campaign secretary, and Anies Baswedan used to be Jokowi's campaign spokesman.
Kita sangat menghormati keputusan proses yang ada di MK, tetapi kita kan juga perlu mempersiapkan hal-hal yang berkaitan dengan nantinya.
Analysts believe Jokowi's transition team will be firmly committed to avoiding transactional politics, whereby ministerial places are traded for support to secure a Jokowi administration.
Tentu orang yang baru ini kemudian tidak boleh berlaku sewenang-wenang ya. Orang Pak Jokowi masuk juga tentu harus ada aturan. Aturannya seperti standarnya seperti apa, kemudian normanya seperti apa, etiknya seperti apa, tentu tunduk pada aturan birokrasi yang ada di situ. Jadi saya kira sesuatu yang bagi saya juga semakin memberikan harapan bahwa pemerintah yang akan datang ini betul-betul akan memerintah atas kehendak rakyat.
Jokowi plans to visit the transition office every night and on the weekends. The team will also help arrange the national budget as well as address presidential and cabinet-related matters. Prisma Kinanti, the Indonesia Channel, Jakarta.
We get perspective now from our viewpoint analyst Wimar Witularis here. He is a former presidential spokesman, now running his own communication company. Wimar, we have heard about Jokowi's newly transition team.
Right.
What do you think of his choices?
Well, for the transition team, I think the choices are pretty much appropriate. Rini Suwandi is a competent person. I know her quite well. I used to work with her a lot. So quite apart from the political issues surrounding her, she is a very professional woman, and I'm sure she will conduct her business accordingly. The others are, quite credible. There are doubts on the people in the advisory positions. We know the names, but if they are advisory, then it's okay. The proof of the pudding will be in what kind of cabinet they will bring about.
Well, some people say that the people in this advisory, in this transition team are majority from PDIP though.
I don't know.
A lot of people are from PDIP. What do you think on that?
Maybe I haven't really counted them. Like if you ask them, are the majority Chinese? I don't know. I don't see people in that
PDIP.
regard. Yeah,
Yes.
PDIP or Chinese or whatever. The relevant question for me is, are they competent? And they are one by one competent.
Well, Jokowi has also declared his stance against transactional politics.
Yes.
Do you think this is possible?
It will be very tough, but he has to do it because otherwise all the support from him will wither away, will disappear. He has to do it if he knows what's good for him and the country.
So it is possible.
It's possible. If anyone can do it, certainly Jokowi can do it better than Prabowo. Say.
You think so?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, which cabinet positions are the priority jobs that you think should be filled first?
Obviously, the state secretariat, and then defense maybe, and education. Actually, if there's a minister coordinator of welfare, that is important. Finance, but that's almost a foregone conclusion. It will be run by the same professionals that we know now, the financial professionals. So those are pretty much the most important issues. And I think the cabinet should be limited to less than it was now.
You think so?
I think
it should be lesser people?
Oh yeah, yeah. If you expand it, you will go back to the days of Sukarno when he had 100 ministers and nobody knew each other even in the cabinet.
Can you name names for people you like to see in the new cabinet?
Not really, because I think it's really, we trust Jokowi for that. But as far as good people are concerned, not necessarily in the cabinet, I could name Anies Baswedan, I could name Teten Mas Duki, I could name Andi Wijayanto, I could name Abednego Tarigan.
There you go, there are lots of names there.
Right, but not necessarily in the cabinet.
Yes.
It's like when I going to watch a football game, Arsene Wenger knows it. I will mention the names. No, I trust Jokowi until it's proven to be false. So for the while, we have to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yes.
I give him the benefit of the doubt.
Some of the names you just mentioned there are from Jokowi supporters. What about the political party leaders getting cabinet position? Do you think is that avoidable or inevitable?
I don't think it's inevitable because the pattern of popular support for the presidency could also extend to popular support for the parliamentary activities. So one doesn't really have to look to parliament members for parliamentary support. You could go directly to the people and have them exact pressure on the parliament members. Politicians are pragmatists, and if they get enough pressure from the public, they will bend to it. So I don't think you should capitulate. I don't think you should surrender before you even start.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Right.
Last question here, Wimar. What are you expecting from this this Friday's constitutional court ruling?
Well, if they don't nullify, if they don't reject Prabowo's claim, I will be very disappointed. I will be very disappointed. And I have no plan to react to that. I think it's a foregone conclusion. It's just logical. It's rational. It's moral that the decision should go to confirm Jokowi as the president of Indonesia.
Wimar Witular, our viewpoint analyst, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
The head of an Indonesian-based support group for the Islamic State, or ISIS, has cut his ties to the organization. The country's most vocal ISIS supporter, Sep Hernawan, publicly resigned from the organization on August 14. He said he decided to leave the group after he was called in by the chief of the Cianjur police. There are 56 known Indonesians currently fighting with the ISIS radical group in northern Iraq. Now let's check our first look at the weather. Standing by at the weather monitor is Winnie Kusumawardani. Winnie, give us the quick forecast for tomorrow.
Luisa, tomorrow will be a rainy afternoon here in the capital. We may see a possible thunderstorm with daytime high of 32 degrees Celsius, and nighttime temperatures will cool down to 24. Well, that's first weather. I'll be back with the complete forecast later in the program. Luisa.
Thank you, Winnie. Today's Indonesia will continue shortly. Dining out is big business to one restaurant group. The success story of Ismaya. That's next.
Good shot.
Executive Golf, only on the Indonesia Channel.
You are watching today's Indonesia from the Jakarta studio of the Indonesia Channel, the country's first, with 24 hours in English. Stock prices opened the trading week with a jump. Here with that and more in our Business Watch is Deborah Priscilla. Deb, give us the story.
Luisa, profit-taking dominated the market last week, and global geopolitical tensions mean ongoing negative sentiment for the market this week. Prices did open higher. Here's how they finished in Jakarta and around the region. It started with one restaurant, then growing to become a leader in the lifestyle and hospitality business. This Maya Group runs trendy restaurants and clubs in major cities in this country. I talked with co-founder Christian Rianto about the group's global recipe.
When I was studying overseas, I see a lot of people also was, after class, like to hang out in cafes, in coffee shops and restaurants and stuff. And at the time when I came back, I feel like I missed that. So, and I enjoy doing that. So I would like to, have to open something small. But from that one place, we are lucky enough that we can open quite a lot and quite different categories of F&B projects. So the consideration, we feel this opportunity, and the last 5-6 years, with the middle class Indonesia is growing very rapidly, it actually gives us more fuel and more fire to open more, and we now even have more middle class concepts, So we open journal now, we have kitchenette, stuff like that. So we are opening more towards not only for the high end, but also to the middle class.
How do you maintain your business to keep all of these different sectors going in the same line, in the right track?
Number one, again, is have to make sure that you have enough resources in terms of human power. So because you cannot do this by yourself, no matter how good you are, you need as good as people below you and support you who share the same passion, the same idea, and then below them, you also need the same kind of people to do it when they meet the customers every single day. They are passionate about servicing. They love to meet new people. So I think human resources is a very important factor, and then we always have to be innovative. We always have to be original. So Indonesians are very good at with trends. So if there's something good happening, they like to copy quite fast. Like sometimes we open something brand new, suddenly 6 months later there's only 3 or 4 copies or imitation of our projects. But for us, we always have to be the leader, the market leader. So we always try to innovate. We always try to create something different. Every single brand always have to be something unique.
What is your business plan in the future?
For us, we want to be, our vision is to become a global brand. So we don't want to be just good at our own country, but we want to be good everywhere else in the world. And we want to bring the fact that we are Indonesian-made company who can do well overseas. And I'm always happy when I hear people coming to our outlets, to Sky, to Dragonfly, Social House, or every kitchenette, and they feel like, oh yeah, I don't feel like this is in Jakarta. I feel like I'm in New York or Paris, whatsoever. And then when we open overseas in Social House overseas and in kitchenette, and it does well, it also gives us confidence that what we created here can do well everywhere in the world. So we want to be able to push that forward in the future overseas.
Rianto also said that Ismaya will expand the business to Thailand by franchising next year. That's Business Watch, Luisa.
Thank you, Deb. I love the restaurants because it has so many nice interior design, and the ambience is really nice.
A lot of restaurants.
Thanks, Deb. More of today's Indonesia is coming up. How the new fashion label Major Minor is winning customers. That's ahead.
Indonesia's first 24-hour English TV channel is here, with an exciting mix of programming to inform and entertain viewers around the world. The Indonesia channel offers something for everyone, from world-class lifestyle shows like Yoga Bliss to the hottest music hits and artists on iPop. News and information are an important part of the Indonesia channel, with Today's Indonesia and ASEAN Today providing what you need to know. International hosts such as Lorraine Han, Jamie Aditya, Caitlin Turner, and Dalton Kanonaka are among the faces you'll see. Movies, dramas, travel, and more are all on the Indonesia channel for the world to see.
I am Indonesia.
I am Indonesia.
I am Indonesian.
I am Indonesia.
I am Indonesia.
I am Indonesia.
We are Indonesia.
This is Today's Indonesia, and we are your daily window into this dynamic archipelago. A group of 4 creative minds led by senior designer Ari Saputra is setting new fashion trends. The Indonesia channel's Andita Winda reports.
Major Minor is a ready-to-wear clothing line by veteran designer Ari Saputra. He and his wife Sari manage the company and handle marketing. They're joined by young designers Inneke Margarete and Ambar Pratiwi. Established in 2011, the designer brand has been known mostly for its strong use of color and clean lines. With its unique designs, Major Minor has been setting a new trend, representing the new version of minimalism with color blocking in eccentric asymmetrical cuts and loose draping silk.
Sekarang tren dunia itu lagi membuat sesuatu yang lebih bebas, lebih free. Jadi kita sendiri mengadaptasi dari beberapa segmen, bisa dari art, dari arsitektur, dari lifestyle, dari street, dari jalanan, dari posisi dari mana aja. Jadi kalau tren sekarang itu untuk future-nya, karakter daripada si desainer itu yang harus dikembangkan. Gitu. Desainer luar itu mencari sesuatu untuk prediksi untuk karyanya dia untuk di tahun yang akan datang, melihat dari sesuatu yang baru, jadi sesuatu yang unik.
Yang anak-anak muda itu ternyata kalau dilihat itu kurang lebih bebas ya, mereka tuh suka lebih follow satu sama lain. Nah itu, dan dengan Major Minor kita mau edukasi mereka gitu, nih kita punya produk yang seperti ini gitu, dan be different gitu.
Starting with a small store, Major Minor distributed its products to a few retail stores in big malls in Jakarta. Major Minor also expanded overseas, retailing its brand in countries such as Singapore and the United Kingdom. Major Minor's mission is to offer customers premium quality designs at affordable prices.
I really am quite picky about what I wear, and I think major minor fits my criteria because they're very practical and then they're not overpowering your personality. So I wear it with such ease and I can move around, you know, the way I want it because of my profession as a chef. So I think major minor is done quite a well done job.
Karena gini, orang Indonesia itu menurut saya menghargai karya desainer Indonesia, gitu loh. Tapi kan biasanya selalu dengan nggak mudah mereka temui. Tidak semua lapisan masyarakat, walaupun dia menghargai, tapi dengan terbentur dengan harga dan segala macam, itu kan membuat mereka nggak bisa memiliki gitu loh. Tapi dengan major minor saya berharap kalangannya lebih luas lagi.
The brand that ships internationally is called Major Minor Signature. Major Minor's latest collection is being sold in their newly opened store at Grand Indonesia Shopping Mall. Andita Winda, The Indonesia Channel, Jakarta.
It's time to get our complete weather picture for the outlook across the archipelago. Let's go back to Winnie at the weather monitor. Winnie, how's Tuesday looking?
Well, Louisa, some clouds and thunder still linger in a few cities. Now let's start in Aceh. There will be a fair day with clouds and sun, but with a possible thunderstorm reaching a high of 32. Medan's afternoon will still be cloudy with thunderstorms or two. Daytime high will hit 30 and cooling down to 24 at night. From Sumatra, where Indonesians songket, a luxurious textile which usually with gold threads woven into the fabrics originally from, now we head over to Java. Here in the capital Jakarta, expect a rainy day. The high will be 32 degrees Celsius. Surabaya will be pleasant with periods of sun, temperature hitting 31 degrees Celsius and cooling down to 23 at night. In Bali's capital, Denpasar, the high projected to be 28, a nice day with partial sunshine. The fabrics you see worn by Balinese are tenun endek. It is typical Balinese textile, once solely the prerogative of high-case Bali family. Heading up to Makassar, there will be a partial sunny with a thunderstorm, temperatures ranging from 32 to 20. In Papua, Jayapura will have a fair cloudy day with a chance of thunderstorm with daytime high reaching 33 degrees Celsius and cooling down to 23. Well, that's the forecast for tomorrow. Okay, one more thing. We would like to correct the name in our designer spotlights on August 4. It was Odioli's Esme Gallery. But now, today, since it's designer spotlight day, right? What do you think? Because I'm wearing a Ibiza black dress from Veuve Blanc.
Lovely, lovely.
Yeah, and it is also exclusively for Odioli's.
It suits you perfectly.
Oh, thank you. It is very slick. And
really
I mean, you can wear this like even to a cocktail or something.
Everything, yeah.
Yes.
For a daytime or nighttime gown.
Yes.
Love it.
Nice.
It's feedback time now. And Ronnie posted this on our Twitter. Congrats to TIC, one of 20 rising global stars in Forbes. Thank you, Ronnie, and we thank you and also Forbes for that honor. And we are happy to hear any comments from you. Please do so by contacting us at info@theindonesiachannel.com, and you can also reach us through social media, through Facebook, Instagram, and we are always happy to read your comments. To our last story for today, bright young children in central Jakarta got a Sunday visit from TV executive bearing gifts. Kids at Rumah Belajar Senin get free after-school education and weekend activities. They range in age from 3 to 13. And on this day, members of the Indonesia channel, including our CEO Dalton Tanonaka, joined the group for some music and dance. The kids also got lunch boxes and toys. The center is run by volunteers from several churches. Did you sing and dance too, Deborah?
Yes, I did. We had a good time with them.
We missed it, didn't we?
You guys missed it. But hopefully we'll do more of that.
Yes.
Maybe approaching Christmas.
We'll see.
We'll see about that. And that's today's Indonesia from Jakarta. Thank you for watching with Deb and Winnie. I'm Luisa Kusnandar. Please join us again tomorrow. See you.